So what does that mean European recruiters are looking for? The first thing is experience. We are, depending on who you listen to, we're either coming out of or in the middle of one of the biggest recessions we've ever seen, with massive job cuts, companies losing money, we've had the financial crisis. Recruiters are very risk averse, and so experience is key. Why are you going to take a risk on somebody who's never done the job before? I want to know that you can do it. So experience is important. If you're a career changer, that poses a challenge. How do you sell a career change into a market that values experience? I think there's two things to note there. One is, if you are making a location change, my advice would be make it a step-by-step change. Don't try to change location and function at the same time. If your priority is to get into Europe doing what you've already done in another market. Then once you're in there, then you can start looking at changing function. The other piece of advice is probably more welcome by career changers. Don't underestimate or devalue the experience you've had to date. Just because it's not what you want to do next, it doesn't mean people aren't interested in it. So if you think about the idea of reassurance, which you'll see in red at the bottom, if I want you to do something you've never done before, I'll feel more comfortable about it if I know that you were good at what you used to do. But if this is a career change driven by a genuine interest in exploring a different area and not, I tried sales and marketing, I wasn't very good at it, so now I'm going to try something else. So celebrate, be proud, and sell your previous experience. Sell a track record of success. Don't say, I've done this, but now I want to do something else. It's, I've had success in this area, and now I want to try success somewhere else. So experience is a key thing. Knowledge of the market is another really important thing for European recruiters. And again, this is a challenge if you're moving into a new market. So again, think about how you can demonstrate that knowledge. You may not necessarily have worked in that country, but you may have worked with clients from that country. You may have done a project during your MBA or from other experience in that country. You may have trained or worked with other people in that area. And if you still have the time, if you're still studying, why not try and do a project with a client in that area? There is a company in the UK called MBA & Company, who you can look up, who offer the ability to pitch for projects that you can do with companies. And there's no reason why you can't use that to build up a market's experience. If you can't get experience within the market that you want to target, then target companies who either have a lot of clients in the market you're coming from or want to invest in that area, because that's how you make your current market knowledge relevant and useful. The third most important thing that European recruiters are looking for is languages. This varies country to country. If you are from the UK, it's usually quite unusual that you speak more than one language. And anyone who does is revered as a god in some ways. But that does mean that recruiters in the UK are often specifying that they're looking for people with particular language skills. Arabic always being one, Chinese or some Mandarin becoming more and more important as well, and Russian, some of the languages that are used. In other countries, they are equally as important. So, for example, in France, being able to speak a number of languages is incredibly important. And know some languages as well. You need to, if you are coming to work in the UK, or if you're working in another European country where your business is going to be conducted in that language, you have to be honest with yourself about the quality of your ability to speak in that language. You need to be business fluent. The only exception to that would be perhaps if you're an amazing quant and you're going to work as a quant analyst in a bank, you may not need the languages quite so much, but anywhere else you need to be able to speak absolutely fluently in that language. So to package that up into one sort of nice, neat, bite-sized piece, what European recruiters are looking for is reassurance. We are in a time of austerity and recession, and we need to know that the person that we put our trust in and put our faith in can really do the job. So real facts, data, and a track record are very, very attractive.